Welcome to the audio commentary for Boogie Nights, directed by Paul Thomas Anderson, a film that takes us through the rise and fall of the porn industry in the 1970s and 80s. Boogie Nights is a vivid, energetic, and, at times, tragic exploration of fame, addiction, and the human desire for connection. With its dynamic ensemble cast, led by Mark Wahlberg, Julianne Moore, Burt Reynolds, and others, this film showcases the ambitions and vulnerabilities of people trying to find their place in a rapidly changing world. Let's dive in. Opening scene, setting the era. The film begins with a long, single-take shot, introducing us to the vibrant world of 1970s Los Angeles. Anderson establishes the setting, the characters, and the energy of this time period in one sweeping movement. The camera follows people through a nightclub, offering a taste of the colorful and hedonistic world of porn before introducing us to the main character, Eddie Adams, soon to be known as Dirk Diggler. Right from the start, you can feel the excitement and glamour that Eddie is drawn to, but there's also a sense of artificiality lurking beneath the surface. Introducing Eddie Adams, the everyman-turned-star. Mark Wahlberg delivers a breakthrough performance as Eddie Adams, a young, naive dishwasher who dreams of something bigger. He's a blank slate, a simple guy with no particular ambition other than to escape his mundane life. When he meets Jack Horner, played by Burt Reynolds, his journey into stardom begins. This moment captures the allure of the industry. Jack sees potential in Eddie, and for Eddie, this is his chance to be somebody. It's a classic rise-to-fame story, but with an unconventional twist. Jack Horner, the director with a vision. Burt Reynolds brings gravitas to the role of Jack Horner, the director who wants to create art within the porn industry. Jack sees himself as an auteur, someone who can elevate pornography into something more meaningful. His ambition is both endearing and a little tragic. He's a dreamer in an industry that's largely about quick gratification. This tension between art and commerce plays a big role in the film's underlying themes. Jack's relationship with his actors feels paternal, especially with Dirk, as he takes him under his wing. Themes of family and belonging. One of the film's central themes is the idea of found family. The characters in Boogie Nights are all searching for acceptance and connection, and they find it within the porn industry. The camaraderie between Dirk, Roller Girl, Heather Graham, Amber Waves, Julianne Moore, and the others is genuine, despite the superficial nature of their work. These people, all of them misfits in some way, create a surrogate family with Jack as the father figure and Amber as the mother figure. There's a warmth in these early scenes that contrasts sharply with the darker turns the film will take later on. Dirk's rise to stardom, fame, excess, and ego. Dirk's rise to fame is swift. Anderson portrays the height of his success with energy and excitement, using music and montages to show the glamour and excess of his life. He becomes the star he always wanted to be, but with that success comes ego. Dirk starts to believe in his own myth, which is a dangerous turning point. The more famous he becomes, the more disconnected he is from reality. This is particularly evident in the scene where Dirk and his new best friend, Reed Rothschild, John C. Reilly, start to indulge in drugs, thinking it enhances their creative process. The 80s, a changing industry. As the film moves into the 1980s, the mood shifts dramatically. The rise of VHS signals a change in the porn industry, moving away from the glamour of film production to the more disposable, impersonal world of videotapes. For Jack Horner, this transition is heartbreaking. His dream of making art fades, and the industry becomes more about cheap production and quick profits. This is a metaphor for the changing values of the era where once there was idealism, now there's pragmatism and exploitation. Amber Waves, tragedy of the maternal figure. Julianne Moore's portrayal of Amber Waves is heartbreaking. Amber is the mother of this family, nurturing Dirk and the others, but she's also dealing with her own deep loneliness and addiction. Her scenes with her estranged son highlight the tragedy of her character. She's lost custody of her child, and though she finds solace in her porn family, it's clear that it's not enough. Amber is one of the most tragic figures in the film, someone who gives so much love to others but can't seem to find any for herself. Dirk's downfall, the cost of fame. The second half of Boogie Nights focuses on Dirk's downfall. As his drug addiction worsens, his career begins to spiral out of control. The scene where Dirk, high and delusional, tries to record a music album with Reed is both tragic and darkly comedic. He believes he's a rock star, but the reality is much sadder. Wahlberg plays these scenes with vulnerability, showing Dirk's desperation to hold onto his fading fame. This leads to one of the film's darkest moments, where Dirk attempts to participate in a robbery gone wrong, a stark reminder of how far he's fallen. The infamous drug deal scene, tension and chaos. One of the most intense sequences in the film is the drug deal scene with Alfred Molina's character. The tension in this scene is palpable, from the erratic behavior of Molina's character to the constant popping of firecrackers in the background. This scene is a turning point for Dirk. He's hit rock bottom, surrounded by danger and chaos. The use of sound, music, and pacing makes this one of the most memorable scenes in the movie, perfectly capturing the panic and desperation Dirk is feeling. Redemption and closure. The family reunites. Despite the dark turns the film takes, Anderson provides a glimmer of hope in the end. Dirk, having been humbled by his experiences, returns to Jack and the family he left behind. There's a sense of reconciliation as the characters come back together, acknowledging their past mistakes, but also finding comfort in their shared history. The final scene, an homage to Raging Bull, where Dirk stands in front of the mirror and reassures himself of his identity, symbolizes his return to self-acceptance. He's back where he started, but with a deeper understanding of himself and the world around him. Boogie Nights Asterisk is more than just a film about the porn industry. It's a film about dreams, ambition, and the fragility of human connection. Paul Thomas Anderson masterfully captures the highs and lows of fame, the allure of excess, and the inevitable cost of living a life driven by ego. Through its colorful characters, emotional depth, and bold storytelling, Boogie Nights remains a cinematic triumph that resonates with audiences long after the credits roll. Thanks for joining me on this journey through the film, and I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into the world of Boogie Nights.